the issue of protection of hospitals is also very complicated. There is no question that under the international humanitarian law or the law of armed conflict, a hospital or medical facility, fixed or mobile, is the most protected thing on the battlefield. And it is protected unless and until it's being used in a manner that is harmful to the enemy. In other words, it's being used contrary to its exclusive humanitarian function. And even then, there's an obligation to issue a warning to the enemy to cease and desist that misuse and give them a reasonable time to comply. Now, here's where the confusion comes in, because all of these international critics are saying, well, you can't warn the hospital because it's impossible to evacuate the hospital. The warning is not directed at the hospital. The warning is directed at the enemy, at Hamas, to cease your improper use of the hospital. It doesn't take weeks or months to stop using a hospital as a storage facility for combat capability, as a command and control center, as a place to rest and refit your combatants. It takes an hour or maybe a day. At that point, under the law, the hospital loses its protection from attack. But it doesn't lose all protection, because even at that point, if I decide that I have good cause to attack the hospital is still a civilian object, and the people in the hospital are still civilians, which means I have to take all operationally feasible precautions to mitigate that risk. That's where this debate over evacuation time comes in.